In the heart of Kentucky's Appalachian wilderness, the Phantoms, an elite paramilitary unit recruited from the top tier of special forces, found themselves facing an enemy unlike anything they had encountered before. Known for their unparalleled ability to hunt and neutralize cryptids, the Phantoms had always been the hunters, but this time they were the hunted. It began as an investigation into a string of mysterious disappearances in the Appalachian Mountains. Local law enforcement had been overwhelmed, and even the FBI found themselves at a loss when faced with the possibility of something supernatural. The case eventually landed on the desk of the Phantoms. Their mission led them deep into the wilderness, to an abandoned factory hidden among the trees. The factory had long been forgotten, left to rot in the shadows of the mountains. The Phantoms moved in, clearing every floor with precision until they reached the basement. It was there that they discovered something strange, a hidden tunnel behind a piece of heavy equipment. The entrance led them down into an ancient cave system that seemed to predate any known civilization in North America. As they ventured deeper, their powerful flashlights illuminated intricate carvings on the walls, depicting half-man, half-beast figures. The air was thick with a sense of foreboding, and soon, the eerie howling of unseen creatures echoed through the caverns. They entered a massive underground chamber, a boneyard filled with skeletons and decomposing bodies. Then, the attack came. Dog-like creatures, twisted and malevolent versions of the legends they had heard, emerged from the shadows, closing in from all sides. The Phantoms opened fire, engaging in a fierce battle against these relentless foes. One by one, they fell. The surviving creatures retreated deeper into the cavern, leading the Phantoms out into a dense, dark forest. It was a trap. The creatures had separated them, pushing them into a kill zone. The Phantoms, despite their elite training and advanced weapons, were overwhelmed. They were injured, and some had fallen. They needed help, but who could possibly help them? They were supposed to be the best of the best. Just when all hope seemed lost, their comms crackled to life through the static. A calm, authoritative voice broke through the chaos. "This is Medusa. Hold your position." Medusa. The name was whispered among even the highest tiers of special forces. A ghost story, a covert CIA paramilitary unit that dealt with threats no one else could handle. These weren't just soldiers. They were superhuman, some born with special abilities, others genetically engineered in a lab with enhanced strength and speed. Within minutes, a Medusa agent appeared out of the shadows, seemingly materializing from thin air. A towering figure with glowing yellow eyes, muscles rippling beneath black tactical armor. The Phantoms couldn't believe their eyes. This was someone they had only heard stories about. "Stay close," the agent said. "I'm getting you out of here." "Wait, it's just you," one of the Phantoms asked, incredulous. "I'm all you need," the agent replied. Medusa CIA's bioweapons unit, which consists of 7 agents, some born with special abilities and trained with unlimited resources, and some of them were created in a laboratory, genetically engineered with superhuman strength. They are extremely powerful. It's believed that one Medusa member would equal out to 1,000 American Special Forces soldiers. As the Phantoms watched in awe, the Medusa agent unleashed a display of power unlike anything they had ever seen. When the creatures, these monstrous werewolf-like beasts, launched another attack, the Medusa agent met them head-on. With superhuman strength, he tore through the beasts with his bare hands, throwing them aside like rag dolls. Even the largest of the creatures was no match for his raw power. He fought like a force of nature, decimating the cryptids with ease. When the battle finally ended, the forest floor was littered with the bodies of the beasts. The Phantoms had suffered casualties. 2 of their own were lost, but they had survived, thanks to the intervention of Medusa. In total, 133 cryptid bodies were recovered. The Medusa agent had not only turned the tide of the battle, but had also saved their lives. With the mission complete, the government swiftly intervened. The incident was covered up, witnesses were silenced, and all evidence of what had occurred was erased. The eerie events in the Kentucky wilderness remained a dark secret, buried deep beneath the surface, waiting to resurface someday. As the Medusa agent prepared to leave, he turned to the Phantoms. "You did well to survive this long," he said, a hint of respect in his voice. "But this is just the beginning. There are darker things out there than you can imagine, things that even the Phantoms can't face alone." With that, he vanished into the shadows, leaving the phantoms to carry the weight of their experience. They had faced the impossible and survived, but they knew now that they weren't the only ones fighting in the shadows. There were other forces at play, older, more dangerous than anything they had ever encountered, and the world was going to need Medusa more than ever.